Hello, and welcome to Colorado Dragon Boat Tea Talks. My name is Sarah Moore, and I am the executive director for the nonprofit Colorado Dragon Boat. And I am honored to be going through our first tea talk with you today. It is our intention to use these tea talks as kind of quarterly reports, just so you can be updated and understand everything that's going on with our organization. So what I'm going to do is I'll do an introduction. I will let you know a little bit about some tea that I am drinking. We will go through our mission and vision. I will go into detail on our upcoming programs, talk about our budget, and we will have a guest speaker today, which I'm really excited about. So I will start us off. Again, my name is Sarah Moore. I am the executive director for the 501c3 nonprofit Colorado Dragon Boat. And today I am drinking green tea, which I'm really excited about. There are a lot of things associated with green tea. So green tea was founded probably over 6,000 years ago. So it's obviously it was founded a while ago, and people have been drinking it ever since. Green tea has been made more popular through the Japanese tea ceremonies, but it is drank all over the world. And there are quite a few health benefits associated with green tea. It has quite a few antioxidants. It's supposed to improve brain function, which I am banking on. And it also is supposed to improve your metabolism, and it has properties that will help reduce heart disease. And there are many different forms of green tea. There's loose leaf, there's matcha powder. There is now green tea and boba. So green tea is one of my favorites for sure. And it also has caffeine in it, which I like as well. It keeps me awake throughout the day. So I hope you guys are all drinking a delicious beverage, and you maybe can share with me your favorite tea. So we will just hop right into the mission and vision of the organization. So Colorado Dragon Boat, our mission is to build bridges of awareness, knowledge, and understanding between the AAPI communities and the general public through cultural education, leadership development, and athletic competition. And it is our vision to be recognized as the premier organization celebrating and promoting the culture, contributions, and accomplishments of the AAPI community here in Colorado. Now, most of you know our programs, but some of you don't. We have three programs actually under the umbrella Colorado Dragon Boat nonprofit. Obviously, our biggest one is the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. This started in 2001, so that means that we have been in existence for about 21 years now, which is exciting. And I'm sure most of you have been. It's a large event at Sloan's Lake Park in Denver. We're actually the largest dragon boat festival in the country. And in 2019, we were the largest dragon boat festival in North America. Because of our success with the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival, our board of directors decided that we need to be doing more for the community. Thus, in 2012, we started our AAPI Emerging Leaders Program. And this program is designed to develop the leadership skills of young adults in our community. And this is a completely free program for youth 21 to 35. And I'll go into a little bit more detail about this program a little bit later. And then we also have the Colorado Dragon Boat Film Festival, which we're really excited. It is in its sixth year right now, started back in 2016 and has been growing substantially ever since. And we are excited to be partnering again this year with Denver Film. We actually started our partnership back in 2019. Actually, no, 2020. And this year will be our second year partnering with Denver Film. And as you can see, we are hosting a festival this year, March 4th through the 7th. And here is a little promo. Awesome. So we are so excited for the upcoming Colorado Dragon Boat Film Festival. Again, it is going to be March 4th through the 7th, and this year it's going to be completely online due to COVID-19. We want to make sure that we're providing this festival the safest way possible, and that is where you can just access all of our amazing films from the comfort of your own home. This year's theme is representation, which we're really excited about. We're going to boldly highlight all of the artists, directors, filmmakers associated to cinema in our community in this festival. And our lineup will be announced actually on February 5th, and we're really excited. We have quite a few films that are just making waves right now, which we're excited to showcase. And this is a pretty unique opportunity for everybody here in Colorado, mainly because these films you won't most likely be able to see elsewhere. So I highly recommend you buying a festival pass or just looking at our lineup and picking a few films to view. You can get more information at our website, www.cdfilm.org, and you'll be able to purchase tickets through that website. Next on our timeline, we have the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. Now, this is really exciting. We have confirmed that we were able to push our dates back in 2021 more into the fall to give us more of an opportunity to host an in-person festival. So our new dates just for 2021 will be the last weekend in September, which is the 25th and 26th. Historically, our dates with Colorado Dragon Boat Festival are the end of July, so we will most likely be going back to those dates in 2022. But for this year, in order to have the best chance of providing the in-person festival, we are having it at the end of September. And unfortunately, this year we will have a bit of a different festival. I'm sure it will be a little more watered down than we would like, but safety is first for us, and we just want to make sure that we're abiding by all the safety precautions. And there are some restrictions just when it comes to events here in Colorado and in Denver. But usually we always have different highlights for the festival. We highlight the zodiac of the year, which this year on February 12th, it is the year of the ox, so Happy New Year. And then we also highlight a different Asian community and country where they're able to come in and bring artifacts and just information, really let you know everything about their community, not only here in Colorado, but back in the country that they are from. For the Dragon Boat Festival, we do have quite a few volunteers. They're the lifeblood of our organization, and we rely heavily on them. So thank you so much if you are a current volunteer. And we're always looking for more volunteers. So as you can see down here, we do have an operations team, and that helps us run our stages, our races, public safety, our different areas like Dragonland. We have live art demos, anything that you can think of. And we are always looking for people to help. And this is kind of a year-round volunteer position. So if you are interested, please feel free to contact me, and I'll have my contact information on a slide later on this presentation. And last but not least, when it comes to our timeline, we have the AAPI Emerging Leaders Program. Our next program is coming up the fall of 2021, so fall of this year. And we usually have about 10 to 15 individuals be a part of our cohort for we call it ELP program. And we are honored to have two amazing co-chairs, Yang Mi Lor and Andrew Ho, both of which are graduates from this program. And I can't speak highly enough about our program contractor, Aaron Yoshimura, who provides our three workshops here for the program. And it's absolutely amazing. We have only heard good things come from our graduates about this program. So for more information on this upcoming program, it will be listed on our website, www.cdbf.org, and it will be going out in our newsletter. So more to come on this program in the fall. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to a nonprofit and a quarterly report or an annual report is the budget. Of course, this also might be the most boring section of this Tea Talk, but I think it is very important. Want to let everybody know exactly what we're planning for the future for the organization financially. So here's just a monthly timeline that we work by, and I just wanted to note that our calendar year is actually different than our fiscal year. Our fiscal year actually ranges from November 1st to October 31st, and we have 4 different quarters, so 4 different quarters for this Tea Talk. But in quarter 1, we do have the Colorado Dragon Boat Film Festival. Between quarter 2 and 3, we have the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. And then in quarter 4, we usually have the ELP, so Emerging Leaders Program, which actually happens every other year. Now, for this year, fiscal 2021, this is kind of just an overall summary of what our income and expenses look like when we have the festivals. And this is important to note. This budget may change slightly. Obviously, due to COVID-19, we are going to have to scale back the summer festival, the Dragon Boat Festival, slightly. So these numbers will be changing. It is a working document, always a budget, but this is what we are striving for. And I think it's just important for everyone to kind of look at these numbers and realize how expensive it is to run a Dragon Boat Festival and our film festival and ELP. And for you to note that we really break even year after year, quite honestly. So if you see here, our net goal for 2021 with all festivals is just under 5,000, which honestly is not that much of a profit, but we are very dedicated to making sure that everybody can afford to come to our film festival. The Emerging Leaders Program is completely free for our participants, and then the Dragon Boat Festival is free as well for attendees to join. But that is our goal, is to obviously make a little bit more than zero year after year, so we can add it into our savings account just for a rainy day. But we do usually break even when it comes to our organization year after year. I'll go a little bit into quarter 1 since we are now in quarter 1. So currently I am working on income and expenses for the film festival. And I guess there's something to note as well for our organization. I am actually the only paid employee when it comes to Colorado Dragon Boat. Everybody else is volunteers, including our 11 board member group, which is all volunteers who are very passionate about the organization. But when it comes to day-to-day administration, website design, everything, it actually falls on my shoulders here. So I do have packed days full of planning and executing all of our plans here. But quarter 1, we do have the film festival. I'm also working on income for Dragon Boat, which includes sponsorships, grants. One of our major grant donors is SCFD. Thank you so much. And I'll be working on their grant report in February. And then we do also start with registration fees, race, Taste of Asia Marketplace, everything involved in the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. And then our expenses do start as well for Dragon Boat in quarter 1. And then for ELP, I'm constantly looking for more income just to make sure that we can provide this program free of charge to our applicants, and that includes grant writing and sponsorships. And then luckily, we will not really see too many expenses for ELP until quarter 4. But that is a summary of our budget. Sorry, I know that's not the most exciting, but it is very important to understand exactly where your donations are going. And I hope you notice that most of your donations, if not all, are going right back into the community. And that is what nonprofits strive to do. But I would love to hear if you have any questions whatsoever regarding this Tea Talk. I have my contact information right here. That is my email, Sarah, SARA, @cdbf.org. And then you can reach us on our phone, which is 303-953-7277. So please send me any and all of your questions, and I will make sure to answer them either via email or at our next Tea Talk. And now it is my great honor to introduce our guest speaker. Okay, awesome. I am happy to introduce our guest speaker for today's Tea Talk. We have our board chair, Janet Chi Hayek. She has been a part of our board since 2016 and our board chair since 2018. In her professional life, she is the in-house attorney for Agilent Technologies. And in her personal life, she was born and raised in Sarasota, Florida, attended college and law school in Washington, D.C., and lived there for 20 years, and then moved to Denver in 2011. Her interests include tennis, skiing, and keeping up with her teenage sons. Hi, Janet. How's it going?
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. I think it's going to be a really good treat for everyone to kind of meet our board chair and get to know more about you and thus the organization. So I think probably the first question I should ask you is, how did you become involved in Colorado Dragon Boat?
Well, as an attorney, I've actually always been involved with the Asian Pacific American Bar Association. I first started becoming involved in that through the local affiliate in Washington, D.C. And when I moved to Denver, I already had some contacts through that. And through my network of attorney friends, got to meet others in the community, and somebody introduced me to Colorado Dragon Boat. And through my board involvement on other boards, in DC, I was on the board of directors for the Asian Pacific American Legal Resource Center. I'd had a lot of nonprofit volunteer work. So it just seemed like a nice fit for me to join this nonprofit when I moved here, especially because it's such a wonderful community organization. It was a great way for me to learn more about the Colorado and Denver, particularly the Denver area community, and to meet others, other Asian Pacific American Islanders, and just in general to expand my network. And then my sons, at the time when I first learned about the Dragon Boat Festival, we attended when my sons were young. And we just loved it as a family. We loved all the performers, all the food, the dragon boating. And my sons were also involved in the Great Wall Chinese Academy. They were language learners, and they became yo-yo performers. So at the summer festival, when my sons were younger, they actually had the opportunity to perform. So it was just really fun to have the whole family part of the Dragon Boat Festival. And then I was thrilled to be invited to join the board in 2015, and then now board chair since 2018.
Yeah, and thank you so much. We are so accomplished now, thanks to you. I started Colorado Dragon Boat in 2017, so I have not been on the organization list for too long, but you're a huge help in getting me onboarded and just ready to really help out the organization and the community. And I know I mentioned earlier, but our organization is over 21 years old now, so we're the legal age to drink. But we have encountered quite a few significant challenges with our organization throughout those years, and they're all kind of changing with time. But what would you say is the most significant challenges to our organization today?
Well, I think what many people don't realize is that Colorado Dragon Boat is actually a not-for-profit organization. We are not a private organization. We actually, everything we do is through charitable giving, through fundraising, through sponsorships, but also through our donors or through our grants. And all of that we are able to garner through such generous donations and grants, we put back into what we do. So we put all of that back into the summer festival. I don't think people realize how expensive it is to run the summer festival. There's a great investment in staging, security, logistics, sanitation, just everything to host such a large event with over 100,000 attendees and dozens of dragon boat teams. I mean, it's just a massive endeavor. And then we also use our investments to expand our programming. So now we have a film festival, we have an emerging leaders program which helps young professionals in our community, and we invest in our community. We deepen our relationships, and we reach out to our supporters and our volunteers. We are an organization of volunteers, but we do fund one staff right now, and we actually do have a physical office. And so, yeah, we do actually have expenses. So it's an amazing organization that runs on barely, barely enough, but we get by, and that's really an amazing testament to the organization.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the main reasons why we decided to start doing the Tea Talks quarterly reports is really just to let everybody know out there that we are a nonprofit, that we don't make a profit each year. Most of the time we are breaking even, but we're obviously working on financial stability. And that's just something that every nonprofit really strives for each year after year. But I think, yeah, these Tea Talks are going to be very helpful when I'm able to explain kind of our budget and everyone can see where their donations are going, and ultimately the donations go right back into the community, which is really important.
Yep.
And I think these Tea Talks are going to be really good as well to kind of just report on where we're going as an organization. And hopefully we will be doing this for years to come so we can kind of see that evolution there. But for those who don't know, how has Colorado Dragon Boat evolved over the years for you?
I would say, first of all, we have retained our grassroots origins. We started as a volunteer-based summer festival in 2000, and we're still a volunteer-based festival, but the difference is that maybe the depth and the scope of our organization. So in 2000, we had about 16,000 attendees. In 2019, we had over 150,000. So we are greatly expanded. But we've managed to keep our roots. Again, we have over 60 dedicated, volunteers on our operations committee. We have, currently 11 volunteer board of directors. And then on the day of the summer festival, we have hundreds of volunteers that just come and devote their time for 2 hot days in the sun to help us, with running things so smoothly. So we're still, that's our grassroots, but we're just a lot bigger. We're more diversified. And I think we're going to continue to grow and diversify. Last year was our first year partnering with the Denver Film Society. And that is the film festival is something that is really going to continue to grow and expand. And we hope that our emerging leadership program will continue to grow. And we really are excited to see, many of our young leaders that have gone through the program, continue to be leaders and continue their growth in the community. And, we're thrilled to be part of that growth and that outreach.
Yeah, and I think just coming here to Colorado back in 2012 is when I moved out to Colorado. I went in search of finding a little more culture and diversity here in the state, and I found Colorado Dragon Boat. So I've been going since 2012. Going there as a participant and seeing year after year has been absolutely amazing. Like you said, it has just been growing each year. And then now working for Colorado Dragon Boat and seeing what happens behind the scenes, knowing the other programs, the film festival, the Emerging Leaders Program, we really are evolving year after year, which I think obviously is important, but it also means that what we're doing is needed here in the community. So I absolutely love seeing the evolution of the organization, and I know we'll just have a lot more to come in future years. Now, I don't want to take up too much more of your time today, so I think I'm going to ask my last question. Why do you think Colorado Dragon Boat is important to our community?
Well, Sarah, our mission says it all. We build bridges of awareness, knowledge, and understanding between the diverse Asian American Pacific Islander communities and the general public. So we do this through our cultural education, through leadership development, athletic competition, but everything we do, we bring diversity to Colorado. What we do enriches the community. We bring diverse voices and experience together in a fun, engaging, dynamic, and lively way. Where else can you experience the thrill of, dragon boating with the sounds and sensations of taiko drummers, the rhythms of mudra dance, the athleticism of martial arts, excellent food, and then, just the competition of dragon boating all in one place. Where else can you experience all of that? And, we are, after all, the largest dragon boat festival in North America, in Colorado, a landlocked state. So it's just an amazing organization. What other organization can do this? So, arts, entertainment, culture, diversity, sport, and leadership all in one place. And, we truly are a unique nonprofit. And I'm really very honored to be part of this, this community.
Well, we are so honored and happy to have you as our fearless leader. And we're very excited for many years to come with Colorado Dragon Boat. And we can go ahead and let everyone know each quarter on updates for the organization. But thank you so much again for joining us today. And thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for having me in our first Tea Talk.
Thank you.